Sup, y'all? Climax TV. Been a minute, but the kid is back. I'm sorry. I've been busy. Been really busy. Between work and me getting ready to go away to the army and stuff like that, I've been busy. What can I say? But I got to talk about things that I haven't been able to talk about because I haven't really been on YouTube like that. I mean, pertaining to the Philadelphia Eagles, the defense and the offensive line are the two biggest liabilities. It's not Donovan McNabb. I mean, I'm gonna lie. Donovan McNabb has made some shitty throws. I mean, but every quarterback has made a shitty throw once or twice. I mean, this guy. I mean, his accuracy needs work. He needs to work on his accuracy, but that all comes with time and precision and all other stuff. But at the same time, God, I got stuff on my screen. I'm cleaning up. At the same time, the offensive line needs to protect him, so he's not running for his life all the time. He's always running for his life. In Dallas, he got sacked so many times, yo. He must have tasted dirt at least 6 times. He probably knows what grass tastes like automatically. Like if he put blindfolds on, he's eating grass. He doesn't know what grass tastes like. That's how much he's been in the fucking ground. And then at the defense, the secondary was exposed. Our defensive line didn't cause enough pressure, and our linebackers had too many injuries. So that in itself is the reason why we're not holding up the Lombardi Trophy this year. We're not. And we're gonna take care of all we should take care of all this stuff during this offseason. We have to. Because yeah, the good thing about this is our team is getting younger, but Philadelphia Eagles fans, their patience is running thin. Our patience is running very thin. I'm tired. I mean, we are all tired of getting to the playoffs and choking just because you know we just choke. The offensive line doesn't want to protect. Jamal Jackson got hurt. Big loss. A center and a quarterback is a more important connection than a quarterback and a wide receiver because you got to make sure that the snap counts are correct and the handoff from the center to the quarterback has to be crisp. Because that's how fumbles and turnovers are actually forced. That's how sacks are allowed because you have a miscue and then the defense reads on it and then they automatically react. So that was a big loss right there. Stacy Andrews, he's been hurt all year. Sean Andrews, I'm sick of Sean Andrews. I'm sick of him. I don't even think he really wants to play. So you know what we should do? We should just cut that nigga and save money because he's really wasting money. He's a waste of money. So we should cut him and get a new fucking offensive lineman or something because he is. I'm sick of him, man. I'm sick of him. One of the reasons they brought in Jason Peters and brought in Stacy Andrews is so Sean Andrews can get out of his funk and be inspired to play football. Because Sean Andrews and Jason Peters went to college together. They went to Arkansas together. And they were dominating motherfuckers. So that's why they brought him. In addition to Trey Thomas and Runyon being old. So we got that. And then even better than that, we got his brother. I mean, we got his brother first. We got Jason Peters second, but we got his brother, Stacy Andrews, who was coming off an ACL injury the year before. So he never really got to work the kinks out. Well, this is his second off season. He has to work the kinks out, because they invested a lot of money in him, and we haven't seen any of that money being earned. It was just being taken. And then on the defensive side of the ball, the linebackers, too many injuries. When we lost Stu Bradley, I was like, that's a huge loss. Because he was bound to have a Pro Bowl season. He was bound to have a breakout year this year, but the ACL kind of sent him back. But, an injury set everybody back. It's part of the game, but, that was a big injury right there. So then we had to re-sign Jeremiah Trotter from the archives. We got the Axeman back. And that was cool. But then when I saw him play, I'm like, yo, he looks slow. He's not Trotter anymore. You know, Trotter used to lay the wood on people and make plays. You know, but now he looks decrepit and slow. So I think he's done. And who else? Omar Gaither got hurt. That was a big loss. Akeem Jordan, you know, he was hurt. He got hurt in the Dallas game, the first one. The first one we lost 20 to 16. That one. He got hurt. He had a hyperextended knee. And after that, he wasn't really quite the same. And then you had who else? Gokong. Gokong was just out the lineup. You know, so we had a lot of linebacker issues. A lot of linebacker issues was caused people to run the ball on us. I mean, come on. Did you know? I'm probably the only one that realizes this. Did you know that that LaDainian Tomlinson, as old as he was, and as bad as he played last year, had his best running game against us? He didn't top 100 yards the whole season. But I'm not saying he topped 100 yards against us, but he came close. He had 96 yards and 2 touchdowns on us. And that's how we lost. LT beat us that day. You know? And it's all because the defense got exposed. I mean, fucking, what's his face? Felix Jones? He ran all over us. All over us. In the first 2 games. Tony Romo had time in the pocket. And when he didn't, he got to elude us and make a play. Miles Austin beat Sheldon Brown. Beat Asante Samuel. Miles Austin was all over. Like, we got exposed in the secondary because our defensive line didn't cause any pressure. The linebackers weren't good in coverage, so they're kind of slow. And against the run. So the defense has to be taken care of. The defense and the offensive line. What I think we should do, we should get Julius Peppers. Am I saying it's going to happen? No. You know, I know he's 30. I know people think he's not going to give it his all. But you know what? You can't really say that. I mean, I'm not going to lie. You have to worry about if you give him that top dollar, is he going to drop off and slack? I mean, you have to worry about that with all athletes, though. But at the same time, if you put Julius Peppers in the right situation, where if you put him with us, he has a chance to win the Super Bowl. He has a chance. He has a chance. He's not going to get doubled. He's not. I mean, he's not. He can't get doubled. If he gets doubled, then Trent Cole is gonna have a field day. So you can't really double him. You just have to try to contain them both. And then in the safety position, I think we should get Antrell Rowe. He's a pretty good in coverage. He can make tackles. You know, he's pretty good on that. You know, so we should get if we make those 2 moves on the defense, or maybe get Dante Robinson, and then convert Sheldon Brown to a safety. Maybe if we do that, our defense will be pretty good. You know, it'll be better. And then we have Dick Jauron coaching the secondary. So the secondary should automatically be better because he's a secondary genius. So, I don't know. I mean, I think if we make the right personnel moves, on defense, then we can scare a lot of teams. Because the offense is there. We just need the offensive line to get hooked up. Jason Peters, he did his thing. Winston Justice and Todd Hermans. They're good. They're good. But when it comes to Sean Andrews and Stacey and the Andrews brothers, that's where it fucks up at. It's those 2. And it's more Sean than Stacey. Because Stacey the Eagles knew what they were getting into, signing a guy who just come off an ACL's tear. You know, giving him a 6-year, $60-something million deal. That was kind of risky, but it happens. You know, it happens, man. So we got to make some moves. The wide receiver position stacked. Jackson, Macklin, and Levant stacked. Curtis is probably gonna get cut, but we're stacked. If anything, we need any other receiver, it needs to be a tall receiver that can go up and go get it. So, I'm good on that. We need a running back. We got this guy Martell Malik from the CFL. I don't know what he can do, but we need him. We have Eldra Buckley as well, so maybe they can compete, or we can get a running back in the draft. So, that's just what I think what we should do. Shout out to the Legion. Shout out to Jersey. We in here. I'm out. Climax TV, Charlie Webb in the building.